Well, wait, I guess we should probably do some training, shouldn't we? We can't sit on the great beaches all day. Alright, boys, if you just finish up your drinks, please, we're going to do a light jog back to the hotel bar to prepare for Olympiakos. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Queen of the South, Season 11, Episode 5. And today we are facing Dundee United in the league, and then we are in Greece, relaxed, tanned, and ready to go for a Champions League group stage game where if we win, we could all but guarantee ourselves progression of the group with 2 games to play, which would be magnificent, obviously. Now, I thought we'd start by having a quick look at the club finances because we are in a much healthier state than we were this time last year. This time last year, of course, we'd spent 40 million on Bukiano. Well, money well spent, that, wasn't it? You can see we ended up making a loss of 34 million. This year, with sort of transfer dealings and whatnot, we're actually almost 60 million to the good. Now, we do have 63 million to spend still in the wages. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? In the transfer budget. And, I mean, we still have, what's that, 80 grand, 70 grand a week we can spend on wages as well. So we have a really good player we could buy in January if we feel the need to, but the finances are just much healthier than they were last year. I mean, there was times where we actually dipped into the negatives during last season. So to be 60 million up, it just shows, how much finances can fluctuate. Now, there are 2 games to catch you up on the field. The first of which in the league was against Livingston. So let's see how we did. We fell behind just after halftime. Toro pulled us level late on, before Makriev's shot fell for Celino to complete a comeback. So a game that we should have won easily. In the end, we just about rescued in the last 5 minutes. I was terrified that Celino was offside for that winning goal, but he stayed on. I think we ended up going with 2 up top, did we? Or we went with, I think, Celino up top and kept Makriev out and sort of 3. It was just a bit of a mismatch side in the end, and we didn't play well. We didn't play well, and we almost paid the price. But you can see, I mean, they scored from their only shot on target. It was one of those games. But you can see from the XG tracker, we sort of switched things up. We eventually found something that worked, and we got the 3 points, which ultimately, even if it did give me mini heart attacks, is all that matters. The next thing to catch you up on, the only other game to catch you up on, was away to Tycoon-owned Ross County. Now, they are looking to be a much better side this year. Let's see how they could do against us. Baba Radu gave us a half-time lead before Torres, Johnston and Makriev combined for our second. So they are indeed a very good team. We had a difficult time breaking them down. You can see from the XG tracker, in the end, it could have gone either way. It could easily have been a draw. They may have even nicked it late on. I absolutely love the second goal. That link-up play there was superb. And again, you can see a few guys. Celino up front didn't have a good one this time around. Eddie Johnson came off the bench and obviously was heavily involved there. But you can see we played well, and we had to play well, because, as I say, Ross County look like they might be the real deal this season. Now, if you have a look at what all that means for the league table, we are still top of the league. We still are unbeaten. We still have the perfect record, though be it only just, thanks to Livingston. Rangers, look at Livingston, bottom of the table too. Almost could have. Anyway, Rangers are there, Aberdeen having a good year, and Ross County up there as well. So, and Celtic, having played a game extra, only 3 points ahead of Ross County, they could easily find themselves down in 5th. If things go wrong for them today. But Dundee United is our first game, and this is the team that we are sending out. Oh, there's the fixtures there for you. You can see 1-1. Suljic, our former player, of course, nicking a point off Celtic there. But yeah, this is what we're doing against Dundee United. We're expecting a defensively minded 4-3-3. You can see through the middle of the field, they are lacking a little bit, even if they do have a defensive midfielder in. So you'll get an idea of where we're going to play, won't you? So it's Bursic in goal, Muros, Toro, Walker, and Emaruso as the back 4. Mihai, Irving, and Arvik in midfield. Bayless is the number 10, although I want him more as a playmaker. I just want him to be an attacking midfielder. And it's going to be Angus and Johnson going up top. Just trying to find a bit of a happy medium between a strong side here and a team that will get the job done against Olympiakos, albeit I think our best team, it was easily good enough to beat Olympiakos. Alright, so we can see the team sheets here. This name looks familiar, but I don't know why. And I don't recognise anybody else there, I don't think. Or Saul Shotton, he's at... or am I getting him mixed up with another Shotton that was at Stoke for a while? Anyway, Nathan... I want to cancel. I don't know what happened there. Nathan Bishop, was he our goalkeeper? One of our goalkeepers at some point? I recognise that name now I say that out loud. Alright. Media's been giving you a lot of credit. Go out there, put on a worthy display. Captain Walker is apprehensive. He's motivated now. And yeah, well, this is going relatively well for a team talk. And let's see what we can do. Hopefully, as I say, we'll be able to get a good result here. But there is just signs that we're, I don't want to say complacent, because that's not necessarily what's happening, but just those performances that we get where we're not playing to our potential and just sort of making the occasional silly mistake as well. But I think Dundee United were a promoted team for this season, so this we're not their season. Away to us is not where they're hoping to get their points, is it? But let's see. Here we go, Amaruso. We seem to have this weird thing too. There's a cross towards Eddie Johnson, and his head is just over. We seem to have this weird thing where no matter what formation we start with, we seem to play better when we switch formation. So I don't know if I'm just being too predictable or what's going on. Rangers 2-0 up against St Johnstone. We've got a corner now. Ball in. Horo is there, and Toro just over the top. Unlucky, perhaps. Johnny Angus now over a free kick. That's not the best free kick we've seen. And can Bayless win this back for us? He's done a good job holding up the attack, but still they come forward. Bayless working very hard for an attacking midfielder. He could, justifiably say, I'm the creative number 10 today. I'm taking the afternoon off, but he's working hard back there. And Maruso, can he get a foot in? It's not happening, is it? Cross goes into the back post. He played at Arsenal. I think that's, Muros. I think that's where I recognise that name from. He was a youngster at Arsenal. And he's about to take a penalty. And can Bursik save our bacon? And more importantly, Muros's bacon. Oh, he goes early and he does make the save. Well. Let's give him a focus. That is an excellent piece of work there from Bursik. Bursik is a really good penalty stopper, isn't he? I am losing a little bit of patience with him. He seems to be very inconsistent. And I think it's difficult sometimes with goalkeeper ratings to not take them seriously, but to know how accurate they are. But he does save a few penalties. All right, let's see if we can get a goal just before half-time here. There's a good ball in, and it is a goal, and it's Andrew Walker. The captain pops up with his first for the season. But what about the ball in from Irving? That was nice, wasn't it? A cracking ball in. It looked like it was going to go to the keeper, but the whip on it just kept going, and Toro was there as well, but Walker it is that gets his head onto it. And it was just begging to be finished, that cross, wasn't it? A wonderful ball from Irving. And so we do take a half-time lead, which is what we want, obviously. Let's point our finger. We will say, don't get complacent out there. Walker is now demotivated. Come on, man. You're supposed to be the captain. And let's go. Maybe he realizes that, wait a minute, if I'm playing the game before a European game, I'm not in the European squad, am I? And no, Walker, you're not. It's going to be Bubba Adu that is partnering Bucchiano for that one. Can we get a second goal just after the break? And it's a wonderful time to score, isn't it? Arvik. We've had to have a word with Arvik about his recent form. He's not been great this season, if we're honest. And that's a red card. Jesus Christ. Well, they got revved up at half-time, didn't they? And that is every bit a red card. They deserve that. It was a shocking tackle. Now, we can see the way that they're lining up there. I think what we might want to do now is not exploit the middle. And we probably want to work the ball into the box, do we? Let's just look for overlaps and see what happens. And, of course, if we do that, we can pin back their wing-backs as well. And we should, quote-unquote, should be able to control this game quite comfortably if they don't have fullbacks getting forward. Arvik, cross in, Angus is there, and Johnny Angus isn't missing that. It's a 7th of the year. Arvik with an assist. Let's hope that the talk with him has kicked him into gear. And it's 2-0 against the 10 men of Dundee United. And we are 10 minutes into this second half. Muros did well. That's what we wanted him to do. Back inside for Arvik. The extra man, you can see it there on the field, can't you, visually? And, well, Johnny Angus doesn't miss those. Johnny Angus, you would be right in assuming is not going to play in Europe either. We're going to put Celino up top as the lone striker. There's a good header again from Walker. Yeah, so we're going to put him up top with, and we'll play with wingers. So we'll play with Stankic and with Makriev in wide areas. And then we'll kind of see where we're at with midfielders as to who plays. Torres will play as a number 10, which is why Bayless is playing this one. Bowl is not far away from coming back, by the way. He could... Oh, it's a cracking header from Johnny Angus, an 8th of the season, and now he's on a hat-trick. Well, it's what? It's about 2 minutes, not even, since his last goal. He's doubled his tally. He's put the game beyond doubt for us. And I think I have youngsters on the bench as well, so we might look to bring some of them on. Look at that header from Johnny Angus. Bayless is only playing a 6-5. Now, do I have our young promising midfielder? I do. Okay, so we might bring him on. Let's just pause this so I can... Let's go in so I can make these changes as well. So let's get him on for Bayless. Actually, no, let's get him on for Mihai. We'll keep him fresh for Europe. And then we can drop Bayless back in. That's fine. I wouldn't mind giving Klee some game time, and I wouldn't mind giving Turpey some game time. He's not getting much game time, which is slightly concerning. Let's leave that up our sleeve. Let's just make that one change. If Johnny Angus can get his hat-trick, then we can take him off and bring Klee on. And if not, we'll give him to, say, 70-odd minutes. We can take Eddie Johnson off. Let's give him some praise. All right. All right, so we're going to do something that's probably not completely wise. So they are down to 10 men, so it shouldn't really matter. We're going to change formation, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so we're making 2 changes. Mihai, did he come off already? Johnson and Angus are coming off. Klee is going to go up top. He is, of course, our Brazilian that we signed late on in the window. And Turpey's going to come on and play wide left. And it will be Bayless that's going to go over and play on as a right side winger for us, which he's capable of doing. He's capable of doing anything, is good old Bayless. So we've got a couple of youngsters on. We could have brought the young defender on as an option as well. But Turpey needs game time if he's going to develop a little bit better for us. Oh, it's off the crossbar. I didn't see who it was with the header, but it was a bullet. And that's not a great throw, is it? No, they get away with it. And let's see what becomes of this as they go through a run through the middle. And, ooh, let's say Bursik had that covered, shall we? Still can't give them another shout. Should be able to soon. We'll give them some praise, even though we're all looking complacent. And is there another goal for us? I mean, the main thing with the youngsters coming on is just to give them the game time. I was watching, what's his face, Zealand, like I do from time to time, just to sort of keep my knowledge up to date with the game. There's a through ball that's quite good. Bursik is there, though. And he did a video on, I can't remember what it was actually titled, but basically player development. And he was saying that in order to get a match rating, the players need to sort of play 15 minutes to come on sort of the 75th minute or earlier. And without that match rating, their development doesn't benefit from the game time. Has anybody else had any experience with that and found what works with them, or for them, I should say? And that is, considering we're against 10 men, very, very easy for them to score. But yeah, if you let me know what you found that works for you. I've been sort of doing that now, sort of trying to bring them on before the 75th minute. It's just a little bit all at sea there, isn't it, really? But anyway, the game should be fine. We'll tell them to focus. 30-odd shots on goal again. I mean, the amount of shots that we have, we really should be scoring 7, 8, 9 goals on the regular. But anyway, it's been a good performance, that one. Well done, boys, and we'll go to Greece. So there we go. We can see the other results on the day. Ross County with a good win. Aberdeen have lost, and Rangers won against St Johnstone as well. So Celtic are down to 5th. Surely a managerial change there cannot be too far away. Now, Forest have sacked one of our previous coaches. What did he do for us? He was our under-18 manager at one point. Well, you shouldn't have left, mate. That's all I can say to that. Tough luck. I can't even be bothered. I don't even know who he is. Johnny Angus with a double. Excellent work from Johnny Angus. And guys, wait right there. We're back to Europe, off to Greece. See if we can wrap up this group. Okay, welcome back. We have some more good news from the kids. They have beaten Olympiakos and they have now qualified from the group. They'll battle it out with AC Milan for top of the group. And, well, it looks as though it's going to be the same in the kids as it is for us, because that's exactly what we're looking to do right now, qualify from the group. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from Olympiakos. And this is the team we're sending out. It's Bosic in goal, Rojas, Bukiano, Adu, and Etten as the back four. Mashagi and Alvarez in midfield. Makreyev, Torres, and Stenkic. Salino goes up top. And considering, you know, we played some stronger players in that last game to get the result against Dundee United, that's not bad, is that we can still put out a team like that, missing the likes of Bowl and Bermudez as well. We have quite a decent squad just now. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. I don't recognise too many different names from the first time we played them, and to be honest, you know, it shouldn't make much difference. We're on a good run here. They've lost 3 of their last 5. Let's pile on some misery. I can get on board with that. Let's fist pump. Let's say that we can make the difference, and let's get out there. All right, and here we go. Look at that recent form. 3 losses in a row for Olympiakos. They're playing a 4-4-2, which is a little bit different to what we were expecting from them. We can see the corner there of Queen of the South supporters that have made the trip to Greece. And, well, the thing with our recent form is that eventually we're not going to be able to keep winning, are we? We have just had a sensational start to the season. And the only game I think we've lost is the Super Cup to Chelsea, which is forgivable, I think, against the defending European champions. So, yeah, let's see what we can do here. First goal will be important if we can break them down. And, well, hopefully go on with the job from there. Stenkic just done well. Oh, just got nicked off his toe there, I think. Can we keep the pressure up on them, though? Oh, Salino pounces! Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Just had to put it on target, really, didn't he? And that is a big, big missed opportunity. Torres to Alvarez, edge of the area. Oh, Ayrton's done well. Makreyev is there. Makreyev to Rojas. Ayrton, twisting, turning. Salino, is he onside? I don't know that he is. He's finished it really well. Couldn't do that the first time, of course. But I think he's offside. If I'm honest, I'm not even sure it's close. Yeah, it is offside. Just didn't bend his run enough, unfortunately. We'll have another look at it, but I'm fairly confident, yeah, he's quite comfortably offside. But at least, as I say, he tucked it away. And let's hope he can do it when it counts next time. I mean, I think we're in the sort of position with AC Milan having drawn against Red Bull that we can now also get away with a draw, having already beaten Milan. But obviously we don't want to do that. Torres, we're passing it around nicely here. The ball's just pinging it around the edge of the area. Alvarez to Salino. Is he offside this time? This time I'm not quite so sure. We're going to check it with VAR. It was just kicked at him, wasn't it? And he's reacted, and then he is onside. Well, he's done well then. I'm going to say that's more good luck than good management. But the ball has been absolutely fizzed in at him. It was a shot. Let's not pretend Alvarez is not shooting at goal there. But yeah, the defender's clearly in front of him. And that'll count. We don't need to see it. I think we could see quite clearly on the first replay, couldn't we? And we have come straight back. Now, of course, another day we could have... I mean, we should have 2. Salino should have scored that first one. But we could be 3-0 up already here. What we don't want to do, having just gone in front, is give them away back into the game. Bukiano on the cover is looking better again. I think that's just his role. I think the lack of jumping reach just means if you have a big boy next to him that can head the ball away, get Bukiano on the cover, and I think that's the way forward with him. Here we go again. Torres looking for Makreyev. Makreyev with players forward. Can he whip that cross in? He cuts back. Mashagi has it. Torres is in a bit of space. He finds him. Torres for Ayrton. Ayrton crosses it in. Makreyev is there, and Makreyev, I think for the first time this season, has missed. Let's give them some praise. We're playing well just now. Second goal would be a nice thing, though, wouldn't it? I did praise Bosic for his recent form as well. He's been averaging over 7 for his last few games. Now, a goalkeeper averaging well is not always a good thing, but he's doing his job. So we've given him a bit of praise for that. I am scouting. I've set the scouts out to find a goalkeeper for us. Bosic, I think, is fine. I think the best way to put it is Bursik will win you a Europa League. He won't win you a Champions League. And I don't think that's harsh on him. I just think that's the reality of it. Now, are we going to find... I'll tell you what, their goalkeeper's having a nightmare, isn't he? Are we going to find a goalkeeper? Stankic is in here. Stankic has beaten a few. Oh, we've got Celino in the middle, unmarked, but he couldn't quite find him. Rojas offers support to Alvarez. Alvarez to Rojas. Back to Alvarez. Torres, can he turn and get a shot away here? He just might... Oh, there's a ball for Makraev, and the goalkeeper again having a nightmare. Again, we're going to check it with VAR. I am fairly confident that he's onside, but is that just me being biased? But yeah, are we going to... It looks like it has been given. Are we going to be able to buy a goalkeeper that can win us the Champions League instantly? Unfortunately, the reality is probably not. Oh, that's terrible from Mantle in goal for them. But I do think we need to look. Bursik is, for a goalkeeper, not a bad age. He's 31 or 32 or something, so he's not like we desperately need to replace him. How old is he? 31? 31. So it's not like we desperately need to replace him, but I think we do need an upgrade. And Perez, who we signed, Grossin headed away. I thought might develop into something. He's not quite done that. Now, it's probably my fault for not playing him. And Stankic. Now, was Makraev onside? Are we actually going to give a goal first time here? Have a goal off VAR. We're going to give that one straight away. It's 3-0. Stankic with a goal. And I actually thought that Makraev might be offside here. I mean, that's as close as any of the other ones, is it not? But anyway, it stood. We're not going to worry about it. And Stankic has himself a goal. So yeah, I mean, I could we find a better goalkeeper than Bursik at one of the big clubs that's not playing? That's sort of, I think, our best chance. Another ball in. Stankic again, and this time it's just over. And there was a few goalkeepers like that were around last summer. The issue that we have on that front is wages. We're paying big money to somebody. Is it Bucchiano that's on big money? I think it is Bucchiano. Yeah, he's on 60 grand a week, which is big money for us. Let's just say don't get complacent. Where is that? Yeah, so I mean that's big money for us. Would we want to spend that money again on a goalkeeper? I mean, it might be worth it if we find the right guy. Crossing its away again. Bucchiano. Just when you think you're starting to like him again, he's a very, very difficult man to like, isn't he? Oh, I can't bring... Hey, what am I doing? I can't bring a sub on, can I? All right. We probably sacrifice Torres. Get Walker on. We're not going to play you on the cover, though. No. Okay. I mean, the good news is that as long as we win this, it shouldn't make much difference. We'll just go back to balanced as well. Nice claim there from Bursik. But we do still have to go most of the second half now with a player down. Haven't seen a score yet in the AC Milan game. If they could draw again, that'd be brilliant. Or if Red Bull Salzburg want to go and beat them for us, I'd accept that as well. Especially since we've got Salzburg at home. Obviously, we play those. Those are our two games left against those two. We've got Milan away and Salzburg at home. So if we, the team 3 points behind us is the team we face at home next. That's obviously a much better scenario for us. Good ball from Makraev, and Makraev hits the post. Well, that was a little bit unlucky, wasn't it? You see, we've just gone back to a balanced approach. There's no point attacking and making this nervous for ourselves. Bucchiano, of course, will be suspended now for the next game, which I think is AC Milan, so that's not ideal. The question we're going to have to ask ourselves is, do we go with Adu and Walker in that? Or Adu and Toro? Toro is a little bit more of a similar player to what Bucchiano is, in that he's quicker than he's faster than what we're trying to say. The attribute for his pace is higher than the attribute of his jumping reach. So he's more rounded physically than what Bukiano is. It's not quite as extreme, but he's quicker than he is jumping height. So that's a decision for me to make, not for you, of course. Here we go with Alvarez. Look at the space. Considering that we're a man down, that's way too much space in midfield. Stankic is in. Stankic wanted a goal of the season contender there and didn't look a mile away from it. They're still going with their 4-4-2. I don't see too much sense in changing much at this point. We just got to see it out now. Mashagi has got a knock, so we will change that. We'll bring Mihai on for him. If there's one player I probably didn't want to take off in this scenario, it was Mashagi, actually, because he's that defensive midfielder for us. But if he's got a knock, we don't want to leave him out there. Makreyev, we don't have to worry now, because Makreyev has got his 9th of the year. It's 4-0. We only need 10 men. And, well, there we go. It says it's his 10th of the season there. I wondered if did he have one of the offside goals before? I wonder if the game is just not quite picked up on that. Good ball forward from Alvarez. First time from Makreyev. Those Scottish names. And, yeah, well, there we go. We'll confirm the change. Ayrton is a little tired, but we'll just leave him out there till the end. And, I mean, that's, again, a very comfortable, enjoyable trip to Greece. Some warm weather training, of course, in the intro. And that is essentially job done in the Champions League group stage in terms of qualifying from it. And if there was no score in the other one, have we just actually gone and qualified from the... Look at Makreyev. Makreyev has played a 10. A 10 in the Champions League. Not every day you see that. Let's just say don't get too complacent here. And if we look at the other result, it was Milan that got the win. So we have qualified from the group. That is not in doubt any longer. We can see there Bukiano is... Oh, it's a relatively serious injury for Mashaki. So hopefully he'll be back from Milan 2 weeks. He should be fine. So we have qualified. We're going in the Champions League knockout rounds. That's exciting. Makreyev in top form. And you wonder what he could do. Could he be the sort of player that can carry us to a really memorable season in Europe? And well, next time we will come back, we will have Celtic in the League Cup semi-final. We always lose to Celtic in that competition, and then it will be Milan away. Now, if we can avoid defeat to Milan away, we will top the group with a game to spare, and that will be very, very nice indeed. But the takeaway here is that we are already through the group, and that's excellent. That's a really, really good thing for us. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time as we try to top this group. Take care.